You guys, I'm so excited about this bag. We've been talking about it for a long time. For maybe 2 years, this bag has been in our product line. I've made it on and off here and there, just as one-offs during our made-to-order model. Well, we're now moving into a batch model where we're gonna be producing things anywhere from 20 to 50 to 100 pieces at a time, maybe more. And I'm really excited because we're working with a new manufacturing partner. The company's called Waterbury Leather Works, and their head craftsman over there, his name's Russ. He's got like 35, 40 years of leather experience under his belt. He's just an expert, and I've already learned so much from him just consulting with him on and off about this bag. We've talked a whole lot about how we can improve our products and little things that can improve our manufacturing process and things like that. He's just become this very awesome, valuable partner for us. So let me tell you about this bag and why I love it so much. So first of all, we got to talk about the leather. If you know the difference between chrome tan leather and veg tan leather, then you know that there is a significant benefit to working with vegetable tan leather. Chrome tan leather makes up for 90% of the leather that you see in the world. If you walk into almost any department store, pick up any kind of leather product that's mass produced, it's going to be chrome tan leather. It's a very rare thing to find vegetable tan leather out there in the world. The only industry I know of that utilizes it properly is the saddlery and western tack world. Those guys have been using harness, skirting, tooling, bridle for years and years and years, hundreds of years. And there's a reason why they prefer to use it over chrome tan leather. Vegetable tan leather is moldable, it's burnishable, it holds its shape, it's a little bit stiffer when you want it to be. So the leather that we use for this bag is tanned by a tannery called Wickett and Craig. They've been around since like 1867. They make arguably the best leather in the world. I'm so happy with the leather that they send us. This specifically is a harness leather. Now most harness leather has kind of a satin matted finish. Wickett and Craig adds what's called a jack glaze, and that's what gives it this glossy finish to it. As far as I know, I've never seen anybody else make harness leather like that. So it's been hot stuffed with oils and waxes and tallow, and it makes it almost waterproof, let's say water resistant. The water will literally just ball up and roll off the bag. So in general, harness leather is a really good leather to use for this kind of stuff. It makes it a little bit more soft and pliable, where bridle and skirting and tooling is a little bit more dry, but it's also makes it just a tiny bit heavier. But we use a 4-ounce leather throughout the whole body. Actually, the entire bag is made out of a 4-ounce leather. So the straps are doubled up. So you're getting about 8 to 9 ounces of leather on the strap and on the pad. All of our strap works now are done doubled up like this with stitching down the borders. This is kind of a new treatment that we've been doing recently under the direction of Russ. He does such a beautiful job with burnishing and painting the edges. Okay, let's talk about the design. Almost all of my bags in the past have consisted of some kind of flap with the straps and buckles in the front. Most bespoke leather guys are making bags like that, and I really wanted to try something different with the zipper on top. I used a Filson bag for, I don't know, a couple years, and I really loved how it fit into my life. I liked that I had the zipper on top. I could slip my laptop in and out without having to move the flap all the way out with the buckles and everything to get into it. This is just a really convenient, nice bag. With this type of design, it can almost look oversimplified, maybe like too feminine. And so the mixture of this vegetable tan leather, the heavy duty YKK zippers and hardware, natural brass hardware, this bag just turned out really rugged, durable, built like a saddle. And if any of you know me and my background, I fell deeply in love with the craft behind the Western tack and saddlery world. I used to walk around a tack shop here in Ogden, and I was just so enthralled by the products. And I don't have any horses, so I had no use for these reins and harnesses and bridles. But I would just hold the products in my hand, and I just loved the way the edges were treated, the way the stitching looked, the way the leather's so different from anything else you see in the world, and I think that's what caught my attention. And so as I was getting into leathercraft, I realized that I wanted to apply the Western tack and saddlery leather work and apply it to something that's more usable in your daily life. Okay, let's talk about some of the reinforcements. So since we've improved this bag, we started double stitching right here. Some of the areas that needed extra strength, like there on the bottom gusset and right there. On this side, actually on both sides, I added a panel right here that gives some extra strength for those rivets to hold on to. Because this is just 4-ounce leather right here. So together you got 8 to 9 ounces of leather that these rivets can hold on to. It just makes it a lot more stronger. It's not going to be stretching out this single layer of leather. And that's on both sides. You just can't see it on this side because of the pocket. So I want to show you something that was suggested by Russ, and I'm really excited about it. Underneath this leather, where it wraps around the D-ring, there's a clip that actually wraps right around that and comes down below that rivet with a hole in it. And the rivet goes through the hole, so there's a little metal clip that's actually holding that D-ring to the rivet. And then you also have the added strength of this stitch, which, by the way, this stitch would be plenty strong to withstand the weight, especially with that rivet in there. But that little metal clip just makes it extra strong. And that way we can just guarantee that there are going to be no problems down the road with this D-ring ever coming loose. Even if the stitching starts coming unraveled, that D-ring is going to stay put. So the shoulder strap is adjustable. As always, we got a sliding strap keeper here. We also added the sleeve around the top handle. Filson did this, and I always loved it, so I wanted to incorporate it into our bag. That gives you something really nice to hold on to, but it's also pretty easy to undo. And if you want to just leave it off, you can always just button it up and keep it separate in case you're getting into the zipper a lot. You can just keep it like that. Okay, so let's open up this beefy number 10 zipper from YKK. I'm gonna pull out all this stuffing. Get that out of here. And we got a really clean, open interior in there. We've got a little made in the USA label, woven label in there. We've got some binding on the seams with a little 1-inch grosgrain ribbon in there. And then this is our divider right here with some pockets. So this will fit a 13-inch laptop, and then you can just throw like some little accessories in there, headphones, MacBook charging block, a pen in the pen slot. And I love the fact that it's going to age so beautifully. This leather really takes on sun and age really well. It's going to turn into just a golden brown. It'll kind of gain a patina over the edges. You might get a little suntan under the strap right there. It's so fun to kind of experience the journey of owning a bag like this, and that's not something you get from any other kind of bag at any department store. This is one of those things that you buy and it just becomes a real companion to you and stays by your side for a long time, and you get to see the effects of it from your life, from your travels, and the way it wears on your side. You might get some wear as it sits on your hip, and it's just a really unique and special experience owning a bag like this. And as you know, we're able to keep the prices significantly lower than a lot of our competitors. As you know, there are a few other companies out there that are making full vegetable tan bags like this. They're gonna look quite a bit different. Everyone has their own style and techniques, but what's interesting is that we have recently taken on direct-to-consumer models. So basically, everybody is getting our wholesale price. Most brands and companies have to mark their price 50% up from the wholesale price to sell to dealers and retailers. Well, you're getting it from our website at our wholesale price. So we're giving you the best price possible. That's why you rarely see us do discounts and deals and flash sales and things like that. We're already giving you the very best possible price. And it's just an incredible value. For a bag that's gonna last you your whole life and only get better with age, the price is very reasonable for this bag. I know that you're gonna love it. If you're on the fence, I encourage you to pull the trigger. This is one of those purchases that will just truly notch up the happiness level in your life a little bit. It's something that's just gonna be a really great companion for you for a long time. You're gonna be turning some heads as you walk into work, that's for sure. So if you have any questions about this bag, please send me an email or a DM. I'm an open book. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.